Hi everyone, you alright? Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, nothing but noise. Nothing but noise at all. All we had was the boy racers racing on the main road. And yeah, we went to Tesco earlier on today to see what offers they had on. And yeah, not a lot to say about that. I just hope everybody's having a great time. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens with Henry. He went out this morning and he most probably went home after all. And I just hope later on today that he stays down at his owner's place, because telling you straight, it's not that warm. It's not that warm. And I wonder if he's going to bring some friends with him. He did once before. And we had a visitor today. It's a fairly big cat, this what I'm going to describe to you. He's white with ginger on him. And as I said, he's fairly large. And he lets me stroke him. But he had a go at my mum. And yeah, not good. Not good at all. He was in bad books for a while, but I think he did that because he felt threatened. So, yeah. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens tonight. Yeah. Well, it's been pretty cold of late, and I just hope we have something good happen. Mum's having problems with her phone. Tesco Mobile being crap as it is. Oh, by the way, Tesco Mobile is going to start taking away international roaming. Because O2 are taking away international roaming as well. So, if you want international roaming, well, it's going to be tough luck, because you're going to have to end up having another phone or a twin SIM phone, so that you can have two SIM cards in it. I thought the days of dual SIM cards was done and dusted, but it looks like twin SIMs are going to be making a comeback, especially on digital on these phones. So, two trays for the SIMs, so that you can make calls when you're abroad. You can make calls abroad whilst you're abroad. Yeah, back to the good old days of the dual SIM. Yeah, and I think those types of sites are going to make a comeback to tell you what SIMs you can use for the certain European countries that you travel to. Because like, I have a friend, he got on ferry and he got halfway to France, right? And his mate reminded him he had to take his SIM card out. What a palaver. But it's just one of those things that you're going to have to do from now on. Because a lot of UK mobile operators are getting rid of the European roaming. As soon as you land on, say, France, you could go for any of the French telecom SIM cards. I know Orange is still quite a large company in France. We don't have it here. It's a shame when Orange basically walked away from the UK market. And one of the major things what happened is they got bought out by somebody else. So I think it was EE. They got bought out by EE. And EE got bought out by BT. Became a subsidiary of BT. Yeah. So, yeah. I wonder if, when that happened, I seem to think that the profits jumped a little bit because people weren't realising that they had to pay for roaming charges and stuff. So, yeah, I'll tell you something, it's gone fairly dark at the moment, and we'll just have to see what happens. Well, a new development has appeared. I've just been going through Places Northwest. My favourite builder in Manchester has announced a new project. The new it's on Jackson Street. Yeah, this is going to be one of the biggest developments that they've took on. They're getting the brown space ready on Jackson Street, ready for because the 360 project, is coming up to the last floors of construction, and then that will be ready for internal fixtures and fittings to be put in for the apartments there. They're offering 1-bed apartments, 2-bed apartments, 3-bed apartments, and I think several penthouses on the upper top floors. Yeah. So this Jackson Street project will be the biggest project they've ever done. This will be a 74-story unit. it's over 800 apartments, if I remember too rightly. It might be more than that. It's one of, as I said, it's one of the biggest projects that they've got. But they have quite a fair few other projects that they've got on the drawing board, and yeah, it's going to be quite big. So it's going to be bigger than the Beetham Tower. Yeah, a lot bigger. 71 stories high. Yeah, I'm wondering how Greater Manchester Fire Service feel about some of these high-rise buildings, because they only have a certain length of ladder unit, don't they? The ladder unit only goes up so far. Yeah. So I wonder if Andy Burnham is thinking about new appliances for Greater Manchester Fire, for these buildings. It's one of those things that you've got to think about when putting buildings like this up. What's the egress going to be like? How are these people going to get out in the event of such of because we don't want any Grenfell incidents in the Greater Manchester area, because it's one of those things that we have to consider. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that, because Mr. Burnham's going to have to have a chat with people who are doing these projects. How have they done the modelling in the circumstances if there was a major fire there? Yeah, was that considered in the planning stages? Yeah, because you never know. It looks like Manchester's going to have the most, I think it's going to be the third, maybe fourth place to have the highest buildings in the UK. Don't forget, Manchester's been branded as the second city of the UK. But then again, I might be wrong. Liverpool might be catching up, and maybe Leeds in some occasions. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, it's gone pretty cold here just for the few minutes that I've been talking to you. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah. Well, it's Monday tomorrow, so we'll go over and have a look around what's going on and see because my mum says we're running out of stuff, so I'll see you later. Goodbye.